Claire thought wildly for a while, and suddenly the cheerful music of the wedding march sounded on the scene. This is a male MC who stepped onto the stage with a bit of a bitter expression and said, "Thank you very much for coming today. Today is a special day because there are two new couples. Today will be witnessed by all of us. On board our sacred marriage hall, let us have the first couple to get married today, the groom Sun Dewang. The bride Bella." The entire Sun family's relatives and friends are embarrassed below. Although they knew what would happen at this wedding today. But when they heard the MC call out their names, it was still a little strange. Seeing that all the family named Sun were dumbed and the scene was quiet, Mr. Orville couldn't help but stand up and shouted, "What the hell do you want? Why don't you applaud for the bride and groom?" When Orville shouted out, the Sun family suddenly realized that they clapped unwillingly. In fact, they are also very unhappy with this wedding, because this kind of thing will make their faces faceless. But at the moment, it's already done, so no one can change anything. Bella, who was wearing a wedding dress with a cold expression, and Sun Dewang, who was with 5 people in a suit, walked onto the stage together. Afterwards, the MC smiled and said, "Next, let us invite a second couple, the bridegroom Carden, and the bride Isabella." In fact, the Sun family is not willing to applaud this pair. Not only Shu Licken and Sun Dewang look down on Isabella, but the rest of the Sun family also look down on this poor girl. However, with the lessons learned earlier, everyone did not dare not to applaud, so they could only clap non-stop. Carden took Isabella's hand and walked onto the stage together. I can see that the two of them are really affectionate, and there is no intention to loosen their fingers. After the two of them came on stage, the atmosphere was somewhat embarrassing. The people in the audience have also come out to have a wedding wine more than once, but they have never encountered the absurd thing of a father and son getting married on the same stage. Even the host of ceremonies is not sure what to do. He can also be regarded as an old senior in the Orus Hill MC circle. But he had never encountered this kind of marvelous wedding before in his entire life. When he usually hosts, he would make fun of the parents of both men and women to enliven the atmosphere, but today it is really impossible to do such things. This made him not know where to start. So he could only give up this part of the lively atmosphere, and after directly speaking a paragraph of opening remarks, he said to the two couples around him, "Today, our two Mr. Sun, Miss Shui and Isabella are finally pregnant with 4. The hearts that love each other have embarked on this solemn and sacred wedding church. My friends, let us sincerely bless these two couples, pray for these two couples, cheer for these two couples, cheer for these two couples, and celebrate the perfect combination of these two couples. Let us once again warm applause and wish them a bright future." Although everyone in the audience looked at each other, they all clapped very cooperatively. After the applause fell silent, Master of Ceremonies said affectionately, "The Bible says that love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous. Love is not boastful, arrogant, does not do shy things, does not seek your own benefit, and is not easy. Be angry, don't count human evil, don't like unrighteousness, just like the truth, tolerate everything, believe everything, hope everything, endure everything. Love never ceases." So, in front of the many guests today, I would like to ask Mr. Sun Dewang, one of our grooms today, Mr. Sun Dewang, would you like to marry the Miss Bella next to you as your wife? Are you willing whether she is poor or rich? Do you love her forever and never give up? Sun Dewang nodded, "I am willing." The MC asked Bella in the same words, "Then Miss Shui, are you willing?" The emotions in Bella's heart could no longer be controlled and collapsed and cried, I. At this moment, she wanted to shout that I didn't want to, and then immediately run from here. But when she thought that her father had offended so many powerful people, if she did not marry Sun Dewang today, the whole family would be in great trouble, and the family might even be ruined, so she suppressed the impulse in her heart and cried. He said, I would. After saying this, her heart was even more sad, and she immediately hid her face and wept bitterly.